And we welcome you back to the Quaker Arrow Show. It's us three managers. We have the manager of Sullivan Golden Arrows, Zach Cap Ellett, my co-host. I am Nick Green. I am uh, 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 I'm the manager slash volunteer coach for Mooresville, and we also have the baseball manager at Northview, Quinten. All three of us, great. All three of us have three good teams, so let's dive right into it. So, Quinten, how are you doing on this afternoon?
I'm doing pretty good. Ready for this game this week. Um, we go against. I can't think of it.
Um, uh, yeah, just go look it up because, yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, I had to do
uh,
something real quick. That's
yeah.
my
Yeah,
bad.
you're good. You're good, man.
Yeah, let me get my
So
schedule
we
pulled up.
go against for these next few days. We go against. Our row is Linton, or well, just Linton, really for me. I usually just call it Linton. Then we go against Owen Valley on Tuesday at Owen Valley, and then we
Ooh.
go against Cloverdale at home on Thursday or Friday.
Well, that should
So
be
it's
fun.
like we have some good, yeah. And tomorrow it's gonna be our coach's first time going against his not home team, but his team that he just came from. And I really wanted to get the win for him. I'm hoping to get the win for him. Really interesting story about last week. We two of our managers or coaches couldn't make it for JV, and Coach Harden really funny story about him. He goes like, "You're gonna be our JV first base coach." So like he puts me right on the spot. Like he goes like, "You're just gonna go out there, just tell them run, like go two, go one, stay, uh, run hard." And that's all he told me to do. And we went against Riverton Park, and I was really happy to get the win there.
Mm-hmm.
My first win as a JV coach to help out for the first time. So I was like,
Yeah.
I showed Zach the ball that I got. It was so cool. It was my first time coaching, so I was so happy to do it.
Yeah, it was
Um,
I bet it was a great experience. I
Yeah.
bet.
yeah, it was definitely like a spot type of thing where like it was uh it was like just mesmerizing. It's like for me, I love Tom Brady, so like being a Colts fan, but like I'm like a huge Tom Brady fan, so it's like going out on the street of Nashville and meeting Tom Brady. Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like that, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, why are you gonna put me on the spot? Like, what am I gonna tell? What am I gonna ask him or say to him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
I
bet.
mean, it's like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So my upcoming games this week. We host Perry Meridian on Tuesday. Then we go to Perry on Wednesday, and then we go to Southport like on Thursday, and then on Saturday we have the Jasper doubleheader, which should be fun. But the really cool thing about Perry, but the cool thing about Perry and Southport is that they share the same exact field, and that's the field
Huh.
that we are going to for sectionals. So they're hosting
Hmm.
our sectional, and like when we go to that same exact field 2 days in a row. So I cannot wait for that experience, going there and then going back for sectionals. Like like that's gonna be fun. So what are your upcoming games, Zach?
Tomorrow we host South Vermilion. Then Wednesday we host Edgewood. Friday we go to Terre Haute South, and then Saturday we go to Shakamak.
So the only game that should be interesting should be Edgewood and Checkmack, but
Oh yeah,
but you guys will beat Terrell South very badly.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
Um,
We lost them last year by 1 run. Terre Haute South's always a tough game for us.
It is for me too. Like for us, Northview. Um, when we went against them on Friday, which was our first home game, home opener, we had CYL night. We had all of our community there.
Mm-hmm.
We were really getting like we were up by 2 and then we were down by 2, and like right in the 6th inning, like Easton Thomas, he just hit a line drive to like second baseman, went right past them,
Mm-hmm.
and brought in a home, and we ended up winning against Terre Haute South 6-4, I think.
So do you guys
It was
play them this
crazy.
year? So does Northview play Terre Haute South this year?
We only played them once, and then we play like West Vigo once, Terre Haute North once. That's
So
really about it. We only
so you
once.
Yeah,
guys
Sullivan's about the same as Northview. We played Terre Haute North once. We played Terre Haute South once. Then we play West Vigo ops for conference as well, like Quinten does.
Yeah.
yeah. Now now more about Terre Haute South. Now Mooresville hosts Terre Haute South this year. And that's the day like before my birthday. But now I don't know if you heard about this, Quinten, but this is a really funny and kind of sad story. But this past Friday night, Plainfield was hosting Terre Haute North. That game was supposed to
Yeah.
start at 6. That game didn't start until 8.
Oof.
Because Terre Haute North decided to take I-70.
Oh,
And
yeah. That's definitely a
there
long
was
thing. We've
Yeah, I would have taken 40 if I was Terre Haute
yeah,
North.
Yeah, 40 is much easier than 70.
yeah, 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 I know. Yeah, I know, but there was a accident on 70, so they didn't even get here until after 7. And like I was in the Plainfield main gym watching boys volleyball, which is not which wasn't that fun because I got bored. Uh, so all I did was I was just on my phone. But
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
but yeah, but yeah, but yeah. So now if I like so now this next segment like what we're going to do is that we're going to like review like our recent games, and I'm gonna start with me because yeah. So this past week we just had so this past week we only had 2 games. It was Decatur. On Tuesday we hosted Decatur. It was a 2-0 pitcher duel. And then on Wednesday like it was somewhat kind of a rain out, but it wasn't because we did have a rain delay. But then we ended up winning 16-5. So, uh, but yeah, and I absolutely love Decatur's turf. Like Decatur's turf, really soft, really soft. But there are only a few issues with that field. Like if you hit it, so if you hit it hard enough and high enough down the left field line, that is pretty much like an automatic home run because down the left field line like it is like 280 down the left field line. But yeah, but when the rain started to come down, like the turf was really slick. Like like one of our guys slid, like that was a problem. And yeah, so so one of the recent games that I know Quinten wasn't there for, but I still gave him grief because it's Northview. But it was Danville. Um Northview ended up losing badly to Danville. Not badly, but ended up losing to Danville. It looks like we have a technical difficulty right now with Quinten, but Cap, we can talk about that real quick. So, what did you see out of that game?
Danville's better than I thought. I mean,
Yeah.
Sullivan goes to Danville on May 16th, which is a Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I won't be shocked if it's like a hard game for us. I mean, Danville did put a beating on Northview, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the Northview guy is back. So now we can have him as the talking point for that Danville game. So what do you?
Yeah. Um, I really, since I wasn't there, I can't really tell you anything. Uh, I just, I just know it was the best game for us. We came off of the win from Terre Haute South, and our coach goes like, "Hey, we got to have that 0-0 mindset." And I just think that 0-0 mindset, we just kind of lost it because it was like the day after, and we put all of our energy that we could because we wanted
Yeah.
to come back. It was actually 5-4 for Terre Haute South. So we put all of our energy because, I mean, we were home opener. We wanted to win at home for the first time. I mean, I don't really have an excuse for what we did, what Danville did
Mm-hmm.
to us, but I mean, we put as much effort as we could against Danville. We just lost 11-5.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now the next game we can talk about is Sullivan in Riverton Park. What did you see out of that game, Cap?
I mean, we beat Riverton Park in 5 innings, beat them 12-0, which I thought Riverton Park would have been better because they beat us last year. Plus, according to the Diner Pod, they were ranked eighth in 1A, which I thought Riverton Park would be way better than what they were on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. See, I think the reason why that they lost like that to you guys was because Sullivan is really good. Now, if I go to the box,
Yeah.
see, now, I'm looking at the box score right now, like on Game Changer, and it says that Riverton Park only had one hit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Only
it was a
one.
one hitter, like it was a one hitter game, and and I have to say, like that was not a good. I mean, that was not a good performance out of Riverton Park. But yeah, yeah. So that was our recent games. Now what we can do now, is that since we're just somewhat into the season, like we can uh talk about somewhat far into the future, like of what our schedule looks like, and we can also go back to other some games. Like one of the games I do want to talk about too. Once again, brief touch up. Martinsville, Mooresville, game one. I don't think Quinten heard about that game, about how bad Martinsville got belt by Mooresville, and how bad Martinsville really is this year.
Yeah,
Because
Martinsville's terrible.
yeah, it ended up
I mean,
being
Northview beat them.
Yeah, we
Northview
beat
beat.
them 11-0. I mean, that was one of our best. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was one of our best games.
yeah,
I wasn't there
yeah,
because so like I for some reason had to do something. My friends and family they wanted me to be in a musical. I just did it because to make them happy, so I just did it. Um, but I did go to the Clay City game. We beat them
yeah.
16-1, and I'm like, all right, I could get used to this. And I kind of told Zach about this. There was a kid that just kept on hitting for Clay City. Like their players. I mean, we're way too injury prone this year. I mean, they have less people than any other school does. They don't like they're gonna have to forfeit some games, but this game they just
I
didn't want
mean,
to forfeit.
yeah, Quinten does have a point. They did forfeit against us, but that's because they had an injured player. Like they had an injured ninth player, which he got hurt against Cloverdale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then so about the Clay City game, we were just going back and forth, and a Clay City player went to bat and he hit a foul ball and it went right into the press box, right into the window and shattered the window and it went all the way down and hit their players. And one of their players got scratched on the hand. So they had to look at him and it took them a long time to look at him and they ended up bringing him to the ER, I guess, is from what I heard.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, where did this kid go? And I'm like, They just said he left. He had to go to the hospital. I'm
Um,
like, oh, okay.
uh, yeah, yeah. I find that interesting. Now, I mean, I kind of find that weird that the ball would go into the press box, break the glass, then the glass fall down on the players. Like that has to
Yeah.
be terrible luck for Clay City. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
really bad for them. Like
So
And Clay City's field is tiny too.
it is. Have you guys? I know Zach has, but have you been to Clay City's baseball field, Nick?
nope.
Okay, so how it is like both dugouts are like away side and then a home side. The home side they have the dugout, but then on top of the dugout it's their press box. So their press box is like so close to their field. Like there's and like the thing about it is that like we were all talking about this. The only netting that they have is like from a little bit from the dugout, like on the outside of
Hmm.
the dugout, going back inside to where like the catchers are. There's no netting around where like the players are really. It's just like side to side, like where it meets up in the middle. It's really about it. So it's really easy to hit it. And like when we played them, it didn't just happen twice once. It happened twice, like back to back.
Dang. I mean, I mean that. I mean, it doesn't remind me of Whiteland. Uh, like, cause Whiteland's field like is bigger. But I don't know if you remember like when you were at Decatur, Quinten. But when
Yeah.
but when but when I was at Whiteland, I don't know how it is now because Whiteland has turf now. But
Yeah.
man, I don't know if they did it. But Whiteland did not have any netting. Uh, did not have any netting or any fence blocking their dugout, blocking their dugouts. So it, but I mean that's the main issue about Whiteland. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Um I have a really like I despise Whiteland when I was at Decatur, especially during football season. I mean, I didn't really do anything for baseball or basketball when I was at Decatur,
mhm.
but when I did football, I had a really good rivalry with him. I didn't like them or Perry Meridian because I almost got in a fight with Perry Meridian. My whole team almost got in a fight with Perry Meridian, and then Whiteland they tried decapitating our quarterback, Bo Polston.
Yikes.
So
Okay. So I can see why you had a. Yeah, I can see why you had beef with Perry because it's Perry Meridian, and they are not good at football or at any sport except boys volleyball, and they just wanted to pick a fight. But from my experience from football, like in watching football, now I don't think Cap has realized this, but every game Perry and Decatur play each other, that
yeah,
game like is usually closer than it should be.
it's closer than it should be, and also, so the thing about that is, I mean, Kyle Enright and the coach for Perry Meridian, they never got along. I mean, I remember him telling me this. Like, we had cops that pulled up to our game because of us getting in a fight with them. But how it went down was I ran because I was on the field, I was on the track when I was at Decatur filming for him. So, because we had a big tripod and I was filming for him and all that. So I ran on the field, accidentally ran into Bo's legs trying to celebrate with him. And right in the middle, well, I can't just give you that part. The whole context of this story is we go for a kneel because we already won. We went for a kneel, and some defensive lineman just pushed Bo, like pushed your center
Hmm.
and Bo back.
That should be a
Like,
flag.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They didn't call a flag. It was Perry Meridian. So, I mean, we're doing whatever they can just to get out of there. So, they they didn't give us the flag. We just moved on from it. We waited until the end of the game, and all of a sudden, I ran into Bo. Bo just starts going off, not off on me. He starts walking up, getting ready to throw a fight, and it happened. We had to make sure that we had to have the cameras off and not film the whole video, because if we did, IHSA would have to come in, step in, and ask for the video and have it as evidence and all that. So we don't have a full on video of it, but I certainly remember that night because there was a guy that was about to go after me, and I'm like, and like they were all protecting me, kind of. It was like a whole family
Yeah.
type thing. Um,
Yeah. Imagine the water boys at the time.
I
Uh,
know, I know.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that
I would
kind
have
of
put up a fight against them because I was
yeah.
water boy.
Yeah,
I mean, that kind of reminded me of what happened this year. Now, I don't know if you saw this, Quentin, but during the sectional game between Decatur and North Central, something was said. It was, I mean, nothing was said, but after Decatur Central had picked off North Central for the last time, um, what ended up happening was North Central decided to throw punches. There was a large fight in that game, and then there was talk that North Central would have. I mean, there was talk like that North Central actually would have forfeited. Actually, forfeited that game. So they started walking back to their locker room, and then the athletic director and the Decatur coaches were like, "No, no, do not walk back to your locker room. We are finishing this game." So they finished the game. Like Decatur still won badly, but there was a fight. I mean, there was a fight finishing that game, and yeah, and yeah. I was at the Plainfield sectional game when I heard that happen. I'm like, oh my goodness!
yeah.
Like that
Wasn't that
was
a week one of sectionals, or
yes, yes, that was week
I was
one.
at South Vermillion at the time?
Yeah.
What's that? So I didn't get to make it to sectionals for football because I was going through. I think I told you about this, Cap. My uncle was in the hospital.
Oh,
He ended up passing away, but
yeah.
I was in the hospital when I found out. Like I was on Max Preps just watching the game somewhat. I was like looking at like the stats and everything and what was the score. Like I'd recently just check on it every now and then because we just got done with a surgery, and it's
Hmm.
like we would go up there every like 4 hours or so. So like I would fall asleep and then like barely get sleep and to wake up. But like I was always worried about us not winning it, and I was wanting us to win it for me, but not just for me, but for the team because we have never been to a state or past sectionals for football that I can remember. I mean, I've only been
Yeah.
there for 2 years, but I can't remember them making a sectional or a regional. The only thing that I've seen with Northview was a regional, and that was for basketball. And I want to make more this year for baseball.
Now I can tell you that I know that Northview didn't win their first game because we had some special guests from Northview, like at the Plainfield game. Like I don't remember who it was, but we had some Northview guys up at Plainfield watching New Pal Plainfield. I'm like to myself, I'm glad you're here, but why are you here at this game where it's going to be a brawl?
Yeah. I remember when I went to a regional game at Linton, I saw Slade Fell and Jerry DeCarly.
Yeah,
That's
I
when,
remember because you
yeah.
texted me that. You're like, Jerry's here and Slade's here. And I'm like, yeah, they're really cool dudes. I like them.
I
They're
know.
really funny.
Slade's awesome. I actually
He
know
is.
Jerry before I became a manager.
Yeah, me and you were talking about that too. I'm like, I was
Mhm.
talking to Jerry and I'm like, he's telling me that you know Zach. And I go like, yeah, and we just started all clicking together. We were all talking, and that's how I know Zach. And then Zach led me to you, Nick. He
Yeah.
was like, we were all three talking at some point. We were like, we actually all went against each other at some point. When I was at Decatur, I went against you, Nick, and then uh, weren't you at Plainfield, Zach, at that time?
No, I was here in Sullivan for all 4 years of high school, but I was born in Martinsville. I did go to Poston Road in elementary though.
Okay, so it was you, Nick, that I went against during my sophomore year of football.
Um, I so that was my junior year. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
That was my sophomore year.
I
yep.
don't talk about what happened my junior year at Decatur Central. I don't want to talk about it. Never bring that up again. And now for that context, I am going to talk about it. Plainfield was up big on Decatur in that game, and then in typical Plainfield fashion, Plainfield choked, and that was Plainfield's first loss. And I think it's still on the camera recording. Uh, uh, uh I mean, I think it's still on the camera recording, like on YouTube, like from Decatur, from the live stream. So I'll probably, so if I can find it, so I'll send it to you both, and just skip to the end, but there's moments of the game where I was in there, and then at the end of the game, I remember me being so mad that we lost and choked so bad. I seriously threw my hat down. I
I did that
threw
too
my
against
hat.
Linton in the sectional game last year. I did
Like,
that same thing too.
I know
like,
how it is because I did that
yeah,
against Cascade last year when we done football. It wasn't a sectional or sectional or anything, but
Oh
we
yeah,
were, we were
Cascade beat us
close.
bad last year too.
Cascade's a good team. People
yeah,
doubt on them, but very good. I'm surprised because I mean we're just a small town. I mean I'm not gonna say anything bad about small towns. I used to live
no,
out in Monrovia, if you know where that is. Monrovia Bulldogs. Hoo, hoo. Um,
mm-hmm,
but I used to love them boys in Monrovia, and then I moved out to Decatur, and then finally moved into Brazil, Indiana, and I'm with the North Unites. So I
yeah,
usually I'm always hoping to go against one of my old teams. Like recently, I looked at it, and we're like 3-4A in baseball, and Decatur's 4A. So I'm like, I want to go against Decatur. I want to see my boys, and I want to go
Yeah,
against one last time. Like
when
I want
I
to be there.
that's not gonna happen.
during my senior year of basketball, we saw that Martinsville joined the first Financial Classic, and I told Coach Moore and Coach Boyd that I really wanted to play Martinsville in the
Yeah,
Classic. But obviously, we drew Marshall and Shackmack drew Martinsville.
Yeah,
I did go to the Martinsville game against Shackmack because it was
yeah.
early in the morning. Our game was at 8:30.
yeah,
Wow.
dude. Basketball games are early. I remember having to wake up so early for financial classic last year. It was, whew. And then I would get
Yeah,
home late too. Like I would be at home at like 12, I think, probably around that time. Probably even about 1. Depends on where we were at.
Um, I'm pretty sure that we went up against each other again. Like my senior year, because because now I don't know if you were there, but it was Northview at Plainfield that year. So Christian Bryan actually was at Plainfield. So he played at Plainfield that senior year. Like
yeah.
it was
Then Christian Bryant's senior year, he went back to Northview in a Sullivan jersey.
Yes, he
Well,
yeah,
did.
Christian didn't play that game because he couldn't play to the Classic.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, but Christian was at Northview his senior year.
yeah. Oh yeah, that also reminds me, like that Plainfield, with that Plainfield Northview basketball game, like at Plainfield, that was the game that I was seriously complaining that Northview brought a bigger student section than Plainfield.
I
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it,
think so.
yeah. Northview brought a bigger student section than Plainfield. Plainfield does not bring crowds to any games. Like the only crowds that they bring to is it really big games or homecoming or Decatur Central.
Yes, because Decatur Central and
Plainfield are big rivals.
Plainfield are, yeah, they're really big on each other. Another big one is Decatur and used to, well, for a while it was Decatur and Monrovia or Mooresville. And then before that it was Decatur and Ben Davis. So
oh yeah.
that's how the Decatur and Ben Davis thing
I
started. My
actually
mom
my first year managing, it was my junior year. I actually managed a center from Ben Davis named Braden Clem.
Uh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Now back on the topic of baseball. so, so what are the what? Okay, so I already asked Cap this, so I'll ask you this, Quentin. But what games are you looking forward to, like as the season comes to an end?
I'm really looking forward to definitely Sullivan because I want to see
Yes.
my boy Zach soon. Because I love seeing my boy Zach, especially
Yeah.
like just seeing him in general, coming up to him, saying "good game," be as sportsmanship as we can be.
Hugging him. Yes.
Well, yeah, especially like senior year, like me and him, like I didn't even. I mean, I knew him a little bit last year, but I'm not gonna say I knew him a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
definitely this year, we definitely made that big step up, and we started talking over summer, and then we were starting to do like we were starting to like hang out. Like we're like, hey, I'll see you at
Mm-hmm.
the football game. If you need anything, just let me know. Like he's been family ever since. Like me and him were talking
Mm-hmm.
about a football game, and we're like, yeah, we're fam. Like we're
You know,
family.
it's funny that it's funny that me and Quentin have a lot in common too.
Yeah.
We were
You
both
guys
tri-team
did.
managers last year. I mean, we're both gonna go colleges in Terre Haute, like, well, technically St. Mary of
Yeah,
the Woods, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So for
and we
me,
both are from Morgan County.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, we are.
So for me, like my favorite games that I cannot wait for, has to be for one, Greenfield Central, because I'm going to the home of Braylon Mullins. So, and I cannot wait for that because they have their own Green Monster, just like uh, Boston, and then of course, I have to say this. Of course, May 12th and 13th with the Mooresville Plainfield series. May 13th, is the game I return back to Plainfield. This time as the Pioneer on their field, and but here's a really funny story. So when I was a manager for Plainfield baseball my freshman year, Plainfield baseball's dugout like was the first baseline, and then after they got turf, like the home dugout switched back to the third baseline. So what's going to end up happening is that when I go back to Plainfield as a Mooresville Pioneer this year, I will be back in the dugout I managed in my freshman year. Like
That's
that, like
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Like it's the same exact dugout too. Like like the only thing different is that they just this year just got new paint, which I really like the paint. I was telling Cap that, but Plainfield just got new paint for the dugouts, and I'm like, yes, that looks cool. But yeah, and then after Plainfield, I cannot wait for May 20th at Whiteland because I really want to go because I really can't wait to see Whiteland's field. Also, the other game is my birthday. I cannot wait for April 28th. That's my birthday, and we go to Franklin. So two reasons why like I like that. It's my birthday, and the second reason why is Franklin has brand new baseball turf that they just finally put in after months of not putting it in. I mean, it was so bad that they started it after the season started. I mean, they put it in right after the season started. So
And hey, on your birthday, Sullivan plays South Putnam on your birthday.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, and like uh, uh, I can tell you that if I had my license and if Morzo wasn't playing that day, I'm like, I'm gonna go see that game. I'm gonna go see I'm gonna go see Cat, but no, we go to Franklin that day, which is fine because
Franklin's Field's not bad.
yeah.
I mean I mean I mean, I've seen pictures and videos of their new turf. I mean, their new turf is really, really weird. I mean, not weird, but really unusual. Because if you look at pictures of the turf at Martinsville, Mooresville, for example, Plainfield, Whiteland, like in all those things with turf, like they usually have either I mean, they usually have their names on this on the baselines, like the name of their team, like Plainfield and the Quakers, and then in the outfield, like they have their logo. I mean, that's just like Decatur Central too. That's like Decatur Central. Mooresville doesn't have that. Like Mooresville just has their logo behind home plate. But Franklin, for Franklin, like they're like home plate. I mean, that home plate circle is the same, but around it, it's blue and it says Franklin like community. And then their logo, and then they don't have logo in center field. Like it actually has. I mean, they have their logo on the pitcher's mound, which I think is really unusual. I I honestly can't wait to see that. But but yeah, but yeah, but yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna ask you the same question, Cap. What games are you looking forward to? Do not say Northview. Do not say Northview because Quinten
Damn,
already.
and I was gonna say Northview.
I was gonna
But
say
no,
North.
seriously, probably the game I'm looking most forward to is probably Evansville Central on May 1st because it's at Evansville. Never really get the chance to go south a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like the farthest south we go is Vincennes, which isn't too far from Sullivan's, about a 30-minute drive. And we're going to Evansville Central,
Yeah.
which that's a really good program. Another game, like I said, Vincent's Reveille is also a good one. And Reveille was good last year. They beat Shakamak, and they'll be good. Um, Danville definitely
Yes.
as well as Danville.
And you will be back in Hendricks County.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I managed in Hendricks County before at a Cascade for summer ball,
Mm-hmm.
and I got two more games on my thing. One of them is a home game, the other is a road game. I'm gonna start with a home game, White River Valley. My family is from WRV. Like my every single uncle I had, except those on my grandma's side. On my grandfather's side, my grandfather played basketball at L&M. So did Archie and Ashley Ellett. My grandfather is Doug Ellett. They all played for the L&M Braves at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last game I'm looking forward to is Owen Valley because I have a lot of friends at Owen Valley. Camden K, Gavin Purdue are good friends of mine.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So we definitely have. I mean, we definitely have like our favorite games ahead. So now not the field. So now not the fields that we have been to. I mean, not fields that we're going to. What are our favorite fields that we've been to? So let's start with Quinten.
So my favorite field that I've been to so far, I mean, I've been to very slim ones. I mean, Decatur, I was filming like for DCTV when I was at my old school at Decatur, so I was there every now and then. So I'd have to say Decatur, or I've played at Cloverdale. Their field wasn't bad, but it wasn't like too poppy for
Yeah.
me. Um, I really like it. Really fields there. It depends on like which ones, because like if you're talking about like baseball, it's I kind of like some of them. It just depends. But like football, I really do like Decatur's. Decatur's was really
Yeah.
nice. The one thing that I didn't like at any football field was it would have to be West Vigo, Terre Haute North, or Terre Haute South because they
Oh
don't
yeah,
curve.
those
The
fields
thing
are
about West
horrible.
Vigo, the thing about West Vigo is you go on their field and it looks so terrible. Like they
I
have
know.
literally divots in the ground where your players could get hurt. Terre Haute
They have
South,
grass on their actual field, but they have like turf on the
turf on
sidelines.
the
It's
sidelines.
terrible
That's
And
looking.
Terre South.
Terre Haute South is the same way. They have grass in normal field, and then they actually take care of it though. Unlike West Vigo, they don't have enough money for that. But then like, and then you had Terre Haute North, like Terre Haute North, Terre Haute North, and a really funny story about I think it was Terre Haute South because we played at Terre Haute South. Um, we were getting ready for a game, and all I heard from a janitor was, "Hey, we found a vape inside of somebody or inside of the toilet." And like the toilet was clogged with vapes, and I'm like, well, that's a cool story to hear when you go to Terre Haute South.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's common at Terre Haute. Like you're gonna hear the weirdest things that you're gonna like
Yeah.
after a game,
Yeah.
like before a game.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you guys. What's your guys' game day traditions? Like, what do you guys do
Oh,
for a game? Mine is I gotta get some concession food. That's like one of my
me
top things.
too. Me
It's that,
too.
and then I still do it all the time. We have gravel at our school, like around the baseline and everything. So I usually like put my hands on the gravel and shake them around, and it's like the LeBron type of thing, but like it just like warms me up and get me ready for the game, to get my mindset in the mode. I feel like every single time that I do that, I feel like every now and then it actually works and we win. Because that's what I did against Park Heritage, or not Park Heritage. Uh, why did I say that? But I done it against them when I was the first base coach, and we ended up winning. And it was between me or another manager. We were gonna take turns, and our head coach for JV, he goes like, "If you're doing good, you're staying as first base coach for the night." And every single time that I got ready and we went, we always scored.
Yeah.
So it was like we're keeping you for this game. Um, but then like recently, last year I was basically doing like UCLA or something weird. Now I'm Bat Boy, so I'll be seeing you around, Zach.
Yep. Yes,
We'll
sir.
both be on there. We both got to be fighting for them foul balls because now Harden last I think it was Friday against Sarah South. He goes like, for now on, you're just gonna go against the foul balls. You're gonna go get the foul balls. You're gonna get the bats. And I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that. So now I got my own helmet, got everything that I need, and I'm ready for this game.
Yeah,
Ready for these
that's
games.
Sullivan. They have me get foul balls like for every single home game, and the visiting team doesn't do anything. They didn't give me a helmet, so I just borrowed someone else's helmet, like someone nobody
Yeah,
uses. And I usually point it to the sky, thanking God for this opportunity. Like it's always cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
for
Sullivan's Field's more dangerous because it's on like the most popular street in town, Wolf Street. Like I have to cross Wolf Street all the time to get balls. But right now it's closed because the bridge is out.
mhm. Okay, so for me, so I don't remember what I did at playing. Oh yeah. So before I tell you like my pregame like tradition and stuff, let me tell you guys a funny story. Freshman year of freshman year of Plainfield baseball. I don't know what I was doing, but uh, I stepped on a rake on the end of a rake,
Oof.
and the hit and the top of the rake hit me on the head. So that was funny. But my pregame tradition now, what I usually do is I have my earbuds in. I have my play. I mean, I have my own playlist, so I listen to my playlist. And what I usually do is I have both earbuds in, listen to music. So what I do is I walk around, but whenever the whole team goes into the clubhouse, because we have our own clubhouse at Mooresville, so I go into the clubhouse with them and I sit down. I have my earbuds in and I'm listening to music, getting all hyped up, ready for the game. Then and then when I exit the clubhouse, going back to the dugout, I take my earbuds out and I just focus in on baseball, and I just have fun at baseball games. I mean, that's my pregame like tradition. Well, I did like this past week though versus Decatur. So I did something like that one of my coaches always does. But I went up to the concession stand and I got a hot dog because one of our coaches actually goes up to the concession stand and gets him a couple hot dogs. So, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but now, so so I'm still trying to get Cap like to uh, come down to Mooresville. So I mean, come up to Mooresville sometime to watch a game, but he won't be able to. Well, I mean, he might be able to next year, but
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
I'll try.
but the one thing cool about Mooresville's dugout is so there is a gate that you enter through from the so there is a gate. So when you enter the front gate into the whole baseball stadium, not the field itself, like there are the seats and stuff, and then there's a gate that you enter. When you enter the gate, like uh, when you enter the gate, like you're actually inside the Mooresville dugout. And if you want to get to the field through there, what you have to do is that when you get through that gate, like you have to turn right, go up the steps, and you're on the field. Like Mooresville's dugout looks actually dug out into the ground, and I like that. Like it's very, very like unique. I mean, that's like Lafayette Harrison's dugout. Lafayette Harrison has the same thing. Same as Covenant Christian. Like I like those dugouts that are dug out, but that's only on the home side. Now the visitor side, like you go inside the gate. I mean, you go inside the visitor gate, and you're right there inside the visitor dugout. And if you turn left, like you're on the field. Like it's not dugout, but it's but but Mooresville's home dugout like is very unique. And also Mooresville also has a baseball closet behind the dugout, built into the dugout. Like behind the dugout, like there's a little closeted room where you can sit in for if it rains and stuff. It's same as the clubhouse too. But there's that. I mean, there's that. And Mooresville also has a indoor practice like facility. So Mooresville's like facilities are a lot better than Plainfield's, and a lot better than
Yeah,
anybody's. Now
yeah, I can see
before we get
that.
off of here, point of tip. I mean, not a point of tip, but I can tell you, Quinten, I can tell you, you will change your mind about your favorite field, like when you get to Plainfield this year.
All right.
Plainfield has a really good field, and Plainfield's field like is really nice. I mean, it's a turf
Yeah.
field, really nice field, and the and and it's a decent sized field. Like I was on the like I've been on the field so many times, and it's a really nice place. Really nice place. The only issue I have with it, which I know that you will have with it too, there's only three bathrooms.
Oof.
Only three?
Only three bathrooms, like at the back of the concession stand. So there's usually a line, or if there's a softball game, if you want to, you can make the long walk over past the softball, over to the football building, because on the side, like there's more bathrooms and more space in the bathrooms. So there's that in the
I know
concession.
our bathroom is literally on the football field side. It's closer to the visiting dugout at Sullivan.
Mm-hmm.
So Sullivan has to take the long walks because we're men.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I get it.
Oh yeah, one thing you forgot to ask me was my traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my traditions. So after school ends, I usually go to Casey's and try to get my favorite, a different flavor of sunflower seeds. Which actually, I'll be right back. For Riverton Park, I got bacon.
Hmm.
Bacon.
That's
What?
Yeah, bacon's good.
that,
Wow.
it's really funny. Speaking of like stuff like that, um, I remember when I was first moving out to like the Brazil area, and I went inside of a Circle K, and I mean, are you guys big beef jerky fans at all?
No.
I'm not really, but I'll eat it.
So I was looking at it and like it's weird because like when you were talking about bacon, it reminded me like it wasn't bacon flavored, but like being close to like different flavors. They had a beef jerky, Jack Link's, Dr. Pepper flavored
Dr.
beef
Pepper
jerky.
flavored beef jerky.
Yeah, and I'm
That
like
sounds
trying it.
weird.
I tried it and it was terrible. It did not taste like Dr. Pepper
Yeah,
would.
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah. I'll
Eh,
drink like I'll drink like different Mountain Dew flavors, but I won't eat beef jerky. I just don't like beef
Yeah,
jerky.
yeah. I did have a question for Nick though. What's your favorite song like for like your pregame mindset type song?
Hmm. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, that's a tough one. Um, I really don't have any favorite songs. Um, um, so, uh, so, uh, okay, so I'll name a few. So the Portal scene from Avengers, like from Avengers Endgame, because I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that on my playlist because it's really hype up music and it's really fun. Then so I know that both of you won't know this artist because both of you don't even know him. I do. I'm best friends with him. But one of them is Senseless from Nova Rain. Um uh, that's my best friend Matthew Johnson. Like he is now I will send you guys like the song because it's a really good song. But I listened to that. Now one of the songs that I know that both of you can relate to is Black Hole Sun. Black
Oh
Hole
Yes,
yeah,
Sun.
yes, yes,
Soundgarden.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Black
Um.
hole song, won't
Yeah.
you go?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. So really fun. So I got introduced to that song when I was doing the PA at Plainfield last year because one of our players, Drew White, actually had that as their has as his walk up. So I was playing the walk up and I heard that song. I'm like, that's a cool sound. That's a cool song. So I asked him, "Hey, what's the name of the song?" And then he said Black Hole Sun. So I just added it to my playlist, and I used to listen to it over and over. Then another song that I also listen to is a Loki Green theme because of course I'm evil, and I also like that tone because it's a really good hype up, and of course Thunderstruck. I
That's
have to listen to Thunderstruck. Save
Probably my favorite like pregame song is any AC/DC song. Like
yeah.
okay.
just rock in general is my pregame song.
So Zach, you might get this one because Christian got me on this. Take Over Your Trap by Bankroll Fresh, Two Chains, and Scully. Dude, every single time that I had basketball last year, every single win like every single win, we put that on because we knew we took over Terre Haute North, like West Vigo. We took all of their traps. That like we took their state, we took them. There was no taking it back.
Yeah.
We would always choose that song, and like for me, because like every now and then like it really depends on like which game, because if I feel a little bit worried, I'll definitely like zone out and try to listen to music. um for me it's mostly country because like every now and then I'll listen to Just Getting Started by Jason Aldean.
Oh
um
yeah, Jason Aldean's awesome.
there was, because I have my playlist out right now. um Really, some of it, most of it's Morgan Wallen, Dustin Lynch. Like I'll listen to Ryan Rhodes to get my mind in
Mhm.
like a cool, calm place. Zach Bryan. "Living the Dream" by Morgan Wallen. If you guys heard that song, if you guys heard it, it's really good. If you guys haven't, I will send you the link to it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my win songs, like coming back from a big win, like from when we went to Linton, is "No More Tears" by Ozzy Osbourne.
What's
Um,
guys' like? So after you guys like, if this happens to you guys, if you guys lose the game, what is your like most song that you guys listen to after a loss?
We just stay
I
in silence.
I cannot say anything yet because knock on wood, but Mooresville is currently undefeated right now. Like we are 5-0,
Yeah, I was
and
talking about like when you guys were like managers, like when you were a manager, Nick.
I don't think I ever listened to a song like after losing. Like I don't remember if I did.
I
I
mean,
I have a few that I would listen to. Recently, like after a loss, I really got into a little bit more of Eminem recently because I used to listen to him a lot, but I recently just got back in him. River, featuring Ed Sheeran. If you guys heard that song, it's really good. I like it. Um,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's really about it. I mean, I listen to like some songs that like really just like it gets me through the loss, but like there's times where it goes like it hurts because like if you guys had like games where you guys like put it out like
like
at
really wanted to win.
like you really wanted to win. Like for me last year,
Like
my
Sullivan and Edgewood, like Edgewood in basketball is always a win,
yes,
like always a must win.
yeah. So
and I
like
can tell you of one, and I can tell you of one other game too, Zach. I don't know what you did in the locker room after it, but Linton Sullivan sectional championship loss, like the game I was
Oh,
there.
I don't even want to talk about that.
I
It was bad.
yeah, I
for
know.
me it was for like I had a game last year where because my grandma passed away um July, like right before my birthday. So I was really in that mindset of just not wanting to do anything, not being there. Then I moved schools, and then like I went to I came to here to Northview, and I went up to the coach, and I'm like, hey, I wanna manage for you guys. So I decided to do it. He told me yes, and we started being cool and everything. The game that I really wanted to win because I thought Cascade was really bad at the time, and finding out that they weren't, I'm like, all right, I want to win
I
this
mean,
game for my.
We did beat Cascade a couple years ago.
I don't I don't know why, but Cascade spring sports. Uh, uh, I mean, the spring sports on the field, like baseball and softball, they are usually decent. Like to be honest, like this year's Cascade softball team is once again really good. Why?
I mean,
I don't know. It's Cascade.
last year, last year we played Cascade. We destroyed them like eight
Mhm.
zero.
Yeah,
And to be fair,
But
they're about as good as like our Golden Arrows this year because we only lost Zachariah Tomlinson, which was only a courtesy runner.
yeah, but yeah. Well, well, we don't have any. We don't have any more time on the podcast. But well, I'll create like a group chat like for all three of us, like so that we can talk.
yeah,
But that will do it for today's Quaker Arrow Show. Quinten, thanks for joining, and Cap, I will see you next week for this episode, hopefully with another guest. But that will do it for once again this week's Quaker Arrow Show, and thanks for watching.
Peace.